Well, he's a cutie pie. I might put him in Potomac. Okay, yes. Yeah, he can come right on to Potomac.
What's up, guys? It's your boy RHOBH. We are back with another video, and today we are going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Yes, as you guys know, we are currently in the middle of the season of season 9, and episode 13 just aired, and Camille's been getting a lot of flack lately from a lot of the ladies. But before we get into that, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so and hit the notification bell button, because you never know when we're going to be coming out with new videos. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at DJRichieSkye if you so choose to. Back to what I was saying. So Camille has been taking a lot of the heat since LVP really hasn't been on the scene as much. And, you know, rightfully so. I get it. You know, Camille has been kind of carrying the rest of the season. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Camille has been carrying the rest of the season. If you don't believe me, just watch the show. Just watch the show. And she's been saying a lot of things that have been getting her into some trouble, which I love. Personally, I love a housewife that is unedited, that is unfiltered, that lacks a little bit of self-awareness, enough self-awareness to where they can actually just be themselves and just talk, not be afraid to get drunk and a little bit messy. And in a playful way. Nothing she's doing is, you know, is too hurtful. It's not dark. It's not twisted or anything like that. And it's not LVP level drama. You know, honestly, I mean, and I like LVP. Don't go off of me, y'all, because I like her too. But it's not that level of drama. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of irreverent, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like fun shade, you know what I mean? But a lot of these ladies just can't take it. But and here's the thing, and I get it. Camille she says some things that I think a lot of people in the audience have been thinking, like, we're annoyed with Teddi. But in case you guys did not know, Teddi and Camille have been going at it. So they have not only been going at it on the show, they have also been going at it in the blogs and on social media. Now let's get into what Teddi had to write in her blog from this week's episode, okay? Let's listen. So this is based on what her interactions with Camille. She says, first, let's talk about the entitled millennial label that Camille tried to use as an insult last week. I take millennial as a plus, as it makes me feel young. And entitled, nah. I've worked since I was a teenager and built a business on my own from the ground up. No need for a divorce settlement here. Shade. Camille says I insinuated myself into Dorit and Kyle's conversations. Great, I did. I had an opinion. But let's rewind the tapes, shall we? Just last week, Dorit and Kyle were having a conversation at my dinner table, and gasp, Camille insinuated herself into that conversation by telling Dorit she hadn't heard about her until 2 years ago, something that was more insult than opinion. So I'll take know-it-all over just plain rude. Speaking of rude, Camille says that she couldn't believe the things coming out of Rinna's mouth in the Bahamas. Well, I'm fairly certain nothing Rinna said was as crazy as the things Camille was spewing about LVP a few weeks ago at Beauty and Essex. I'm assuming she's referring to when she was talking about LVP's caps in her breath. Camille has continuously made negative comments about Dorit behind her back, like that Dorit makes the hairs on the back of her neck stand up. Yet she continues to act so kind to Dorit's face, even to go so far on tonight's episode to pretend that she was worried about Dorit's feelings the night of the Boy George concert. So yes, while Camille's face was right there tonight, she still left at least 3 others at home. Strap that on for thought. Boom! Shots fired, okay? So then the 2 of them have been going at it on Twitter, okay? So in Real Housewives polls, I guess they had a poll that was asking if people were team The Real Camille or team Teddi Mellencamp. And, you know, Teddi Mellencamp happened to lose. And she laughed and she said, I knew I was going to lose this one. and a commenter at JWM Callis wrote, "Because you're not likable." To which Camille responds, "Amen to that. Let's get a hallelujah." That's just a bit of their Twitter beef that they've had going on this past week. It hasn't gotten muddy yet, but it's definitely a little bit messy. And I'm okay here for it, to be very honest with you. You know, in my last video, we talked a lot about Camille becoming the new LVP. And as a result, unfortunately, Camille has tweeted that I know the reunion will be a Camille gang up. I'll pass, thank you. The new target now that LVP stopped filming is me. I'll pass. So she is indicating that she is not even coming to the reunion, guys. Listen, I'm concerned because the reunion films in June, right? We all know this. What are they going to talk about at the reunion films in June and there is no LVP? Because I can't see her showing up. I really can't see her showing up because I don't even know if she'll be back next season. I can't even see why, based on the things that she said in the press, why she would even want to come back. Honestly, she already has a hit show with Vanderpump Rules. Does she really even need Real Housewives of Beverly Hills at this point? I don't know. I would like to see her come back, but I would also like to see what would happen if they brought in some new cast members who were really unafraid to get into it with, like, because I feel like this is happening across the board, except for New Jersey and Dallas and Potomac. I feel like we're getting a lot of ladies who are trying to just play it safe because they want to be liked. Honestly, I'm going to tell y'all the truth right now. You don't get on television hoping to be liked. Bottom line, you don't. You gotta play it. You gotta play the game the way that you see fit. And I think that's why I feel like, love her or loathe her, Teddi is good TV at this point. I like that she is not afraid to start to really speak up. Whether we like it or not, it brings some value to the show. And it almost is making her a sort of power player that we are all annoyed by, but they so desperately need. Similarly, I feel like we need the same with Camille. This is why we need Camille at the reunion. You know, I feel like LVP isn't really going to give us too much at the reunion. Let's be real. She's not going to bring it she's not going to bring it. You know what I mean? Her presence will be missed, but at the same time, she doesn't really mix it up with the ladies. The argument with Kyle was the first time I feel like we really seen her worked up. But I feel like Camille needs to be at the reunion because the things that are going on, they're not really big issues. I can see the ladies trying to gang up on her because I feel like that cast has that mentality sometimes, where they all kind of want to be in this like little cool girl clique. That's what I think. Honestly, I do. I think they have this sort of like, you know, the girls that want to play it safe, and that would be, you know, to a certain degree, you know, the core group, which is, you know, Kyle, Teddi, Rinna, Erika, Dorit. They kind of always all play it safe, I would say, except for Dorit, and maybe, you know, I don't know though. I feel like they would probably gang up on Camille, but I feel like you almost got to kind of go into this with a real G attitude. And what I mean by a real G is you just can't care. You know what I'm saying? If you're on a platform like this, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, reality TV, whatever the case may be, you open yourself for people to come at you crazy, right? Honestly, who cares? If you are providing entertainment, you are giving them something to talk about. Camille, show up at the reunion. So also, I want to talk about this article that was just posted in OK Magazine online, okay? So it's saying that Real Housewives of Beverly Hills fans want fake and pitiful Teddi Mellencamp off the show. Yes, let's get into it. Okay, so it says a lot of them aren't thrilled with how she's treated Lisa Vanderpump. Fans have voiced their frustrations with Teddi Mellencamp's presence on the show this season. They're not happy with the way she and many of her co-stars have treated Lisa Vanderpump amid the Puppygate scandal. Fans of Lisa's and the show have turned against many of the women, most notably Teddi for her involvement in Puppygate and how she's treated the show's original in the process. Fans slammed her camping post, calling her irritable, fake, and pitiful. Other cast members have felt the wrath of the fan base. Kyle Richards and Erika Jayne were viciously trolled after they mocked Ken Todd screaming, "Goodbye, Kyle!" on their social media. Sorry, I had to say it like that. Do you think that Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has been permanently damaged over the ladies isolating LVP? Sound off in the comments. Let's talk about it real quick. Now, here's the thing. LVP fans are that's a good fan base right there. Let me tell you that. That's some Beyonce level fan base, okay? So don't mess with them because people love her. The network knows this. The cast members know this. And Teddi, I have to give her props for having the balls to do what she's doing. But at the same time, she has to know that it's going to make her a target as well because she's too new for any of us to be really invested in her. And she doesn't have the star power to really win in this scenario. You might prove that you might cast suspicion on LVP. But it's like Bethany said, if you're going to take a shot at that V, you better not miss. And y'all didn't take her out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't convince us enough that she was in the wrong that we would turn our backs on her. And so a lot of the ladies look like the mean girls now. They do. Unless y'all show me something else otherwise, the core group looks like the mean girls. Now, I said looks like, okay? Looks like. That doesn't mean that I dislike them. That just means that that's what it's looking like, right? Because LVP has an interesting way of being able to make us take her side. I love it. I'm here for it. Just like she's able to apparently make some of these ladies do whatever she wants them to do. And to me, to be very honest with you, if she's manipulating everybody like so, are these a bunch of weak women or is she just a real master manipulator? I don't know. What I know is I love it. But back to what I was saying. Do you guys think that Teddi Mellencamp should be fired from the show because over this whole situation and because of the fan outrage? Do you guys think that we just don't... I've voiced my opinion about her. I've said I'm not necessarily the biggest fan, but you know, what do you guys think about her? You know, is she needed on the show? I kind of think she's needed. You gotta kind of have the yin and the yang. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that annoying character that can actually bring something to the table, and I feel like she's actually bringing something to the table this season. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Sound off on it. Are you Team Camille or are you Team Teddi? Let me know in the comments. Let's go in on it. Y'all can go in on me too if you want to. That's fine. I'm here for it all. Just make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell button, and then also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at DJRichieSkye. And I will see you guys in the next video.